the one, the only, the notorious and the glorious Crystal Swirlz, coming at you live and direct in full effect with another video that is thought-provoking. I just got through watching Princella's video, her latest video, and it got me to thinking. But one thing I don't think that Princella stopped to think about. Would we all be in danger if women just, all of us divested from the male population?
Now hold up. You are trying to correct Princella about all women male divesting and how it's possibly not a good idea. Isn't that what you've been doing for the past couple of last year or two, whatever, trying to get all women to male divest? That's what you've been doing, but you want to call out Princella. Okay.
Exactly what would happen? And based on what she says, about how dangerous they are, they can't live without sex, they have a low nature, they have no self-control, they are impulsive visual creatures, violent by nature.
And you have said these same things over and over and over.
Aggressive by nature. Would it even be practical for all women to male divest? Close your eyes for a minute and imagine what would happen if somebody was not the sacrifice. I said what I said. I said the sacrifice.
But you have to wake the women up, though, Crystal. That's what you've been saying all this time. So now I think you're realizing how impossible that is to have all women male divest. You can't control everybody.
Because that's basically what you become when you deal with males. You become a sacrifice. Whether it's an emotional sacrifice, a physical sacrifice, who may sometimes end up dead, a mental or spiritual sacrifice. These women that are dealing with males, dating them off and on, marrying them, dealing with male creatures in some type of capacity.
Dealing with them in some kind of capacity, like inviting them on your live streams, riding around with them and paying them to do so, like that. Are you including that as part of the capacity?
Have you ever stopped to think that if they stop dealing with males, we fucked. I know you heard what I said. All of us are fucked. So is it really such a bad thing if some of these women decide to engage with males? Do all of us need to be male divested? Somebody has to control these motherfuckers. Somebody got to give them pussy, or they'll go crazy. They'll be roaming the streets in packs, breaking into houses, raping anything that walks, including children and the elderly.
And let's not forget those who are 14 and above that you prefer.
So, I'm starting to think about this shit, because when I first started watching Priscilla, everything she said resonated with me. But now that I have gotten deeper into the matrix of my thinking, I'm starting to think, damn, imagine if we completely pulled back the resources, meaning the pussy, the provision, the comfort, the nurturing, the feminine energy. If we just pulled all of that back, what would happen?
It's not going to happen.
CWC said yes, they are off the chain now. So if we completely pull back, because there's only a fraction of us, a small fraction of us in pockets around the world pulling back. But for the main part, most of us engage with males in some type of fashion. But if we completely pull back,
like you do,
have you ever stopped to think, is that logical? Is that safe? And would we be putting everybody in danger if we completely leave these crazy motherfuckers alone? This is getting all the way funky, y'all. Celestial Knight said, I think that men are going to start assaulting women more because women of all races are starting to stop dealing with men. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. We in trouble. And they crying because the birth rate has dropped significantly. They crying because we not fucking them like we used to. We're putting our lives first. We're being selfish. We're doing the things that we enjoy. And we're finally admitting that only 18% of women orgasm through penis. Most women, 82% of them, are faking it. So now that uncomfortable truth has come out,
that's
now
not
we
new
are tapping
news.
into their true nature. And now we are letting them know, no, it's not equal. We don't get the same thing from sex that you get. Where my money, ho? So now that they're realizing, oh my God, they finally stopped pretending and faking it. And they're admitting they don't orgasm from dick. So now they might start taking the pussy. You see, they don't care if you come. They pretend like they do, but that's only because they want to keep getting the pussy. And now that we are tired of playing the pretend game, and we're tired of lying to them, now we're getting down to the nitty gritty. The male creatures who don't have resources or money will have to find other creative ways to entice you to have sex with them. See, this is getting scary. And this is why social media is so important.
You mean like putting on your Becky voice to entice men to have sex with you, offering large sums of money? How's that working out?
Because they're listening. They're listening right now. And they're saying, oh my God, it was all an act? Yes, it was. Why was sex an act with these male creatures? Because we know how fragile their egos are. We know if we told them the truth, that the way they have sex with us, our bodies, it's not going to make us orgasm. It's an orgasm for them, not us. It's an act. You're imitating that bitch that you saw on the porno, that you know that your man secretly jerks off to. It's a mind fuck, sweetheart. We were faking it. It's not all that. We didn't see stars and stripes and heaven when you rammed us with your penis.
Well, stop getting rammed, for one thing.
And we started to figure out from an early age, from the time that we first started fucking these male creatures, if I moan and I make sounds and I say all of the things that he wants me to say, he's going to get off of me faster. And then he's going to roll over and say, did you come? Women all over the world go through the same song and dance with these creatures. And now the gig is up. So all of these male creatures talking about 50-50. Why do I have to give you money? Because we had sex. You gave me sex, I gave you sex. We're even. No, we're not. I was faking it. Shout out to Trevan Foxton.
Well, perhaps you might need to improve your sex game to where you can enjoy it too.
Who is completely male divested. You ain't missing nothing, sweetheart. Because the more you deal with these creatures, the higher chances of you becoming a statistic in a fucked up category. Whether it's catching a disease, whether it's you dying prematurely, whether it's you ending up in a domestic violence situation, whether it's you ending up permanently disfigured or injured due to their violent natures and their egos. But somebody got to catch the dick, sweetheart. Somebody got to be the sacrifice. I think like this every time I jump on YouTube and I see a woman, regardless of her race, that has died, been disfigured, traumatized, or some other fucked up shit at the hands of a male. Now I'm starting to think, oh, better her than me. Because if all of us pull back the pussy and the resources, you're going to really see what time it is with them. They may even start changing the law. You think Roe versus Wade was bad? Sweet hot. I can guarantee you, they will make laws that make graping a joke.
Really?
He might get 6 months in jail, and then he's out and about. It's going to be the same as a parking ticket. The laws will start changing. They'll start becoming more male friendly. And all of the hard work from the feminists will go down the drain. Take that pussy away and see what happens. Fuck around and find out if you want to, sweetheart. Playing with these male creatures. Because at the end of the day, it's us against them.
You're not done with them.
And it may turn into total anarchy. Revolt. A revolution. They may start kidnapping you bitches. Kidnapping you. Roaming the streets in packs. Grabbing up women. Having their way with them. And the court system, oh, that's going to be a joke. It's going to be so many SA cases, sexual assault cases, that the courts can't handle it all.
You really spreading on the fear real thick. You just want women be locked up in the house, fearful of going outside and living life because you're scared.
That's why I said somebody has to be the sacrifice. And it's sad that I have to say it like that, but I'm really starting to look at this thing differently. We don't want no smoke with these creatures. They crying about us pulling back a little bit. Imagine if we pull all the way back. Exactly what would happen here. We're not going to play no more games. We're going to take this for what it is and really get into their nature. If more of us start waking up, let's say even if 30 to 40% of women pull back, we're in extreme danger. Things are already happening with the sex trafficking. Thousands of children disappearing.
That's nothing new.
See, they're being sneaky with their little passport brothers movement. We really know that it's a down low movement, but okay, we're going to play like we don't know. They're finding sex wherever they can find it. Even if they have to go overseas, these horny demons will go anywhere to satisfy their lust. Right now, their lust is underage boy pussy.
Who are you to talk about underage? Miss 14 and above. Miss, if I was a professor, you would make the student have sex with you for a better grade. And that came out of your mouth.
And I want to say something to Trevan Foxton. She said we need an all-woman village. But how safe would we be? Think about it. These are men. These are male creatures. They're strong, they're aggressive, and they're full of testosterone.
And how many times have y'all talked about a place where there's nothing but women? You've had that conversation 3, 4, 5 times. And the last time was probably within the last month or so. And you said you would, for those who still wanted the dick, you guys would put them, 100,000 men, you would put them in Georgia, is what you said. For those who still need their urges satisfied. So even in your own imaginary world of just women couples, y'all still need men. You can talk about how you don't need them and they're dangerous, but there's some of you still out there dealing with them right now as you listen to Crystal Swirls every day and Cash App. You're still dealing with men in all kind of capacities.
They are very scary. Let's say we did have an all-female village.
You won't.
Remember, these are creatures that they engage in war often. They have a military. They would use the military to break into your village, overcome the security system, and just walk around raping y'all, busting into your houses. You got a dog, a big German Shepherd, they shoot it up with a gun. Do y'all really understand the impact? If all of us male divested, it would be an all-out war.
But that's what you've been talking about for the last couple of years. And now all of a sudden you're changing your mind. Have you met someone, Crystal? There's always a backstory to your lives.
Of epic proportions. And Princella, I love you, I love you, I love you. You are waking up the dead. But we need to be practical and really think about what we're doing here. They're dangerous. Where are we gonna go? Another planet?
Let's see. I do believe in one of your lives that was one of the ideas. A planet with nothing but just women. But as always, y'all find a way to sneak some men in to build or fulfill your sexual needs or whatever. So you can talk all this about getting rid of men, but you will always find a way to deal with them to bring them back in, like you do in your real life.
We're stuck down here with these creatures, these mutated females, because that's what they are. They are females that, in the womb, they mutated due to testosterone bombardment. They got attacked by testosterone during the 4th month, and they started to change into a demon, into a male. And we are stuck down here with these motherfuckers. We need to really, really think about what we're doing. And we really need to study the art of war. Somebody got to be the sacrifice. As sad as it is, I'm sorry, ladies. Girl, you watch horror movies. When one person says, go, I'm not going to make it. Come on, get up. The monster is coming. No. The monster's kicking down the door. Go. If I stay, it'll slow the monster down. Oh my God. Go. I'm not going to make it. And the person that got left behind is the sacrifice. They know that when the monster busts down that door, the monster's going to feed on them and slow down the monster from attacking the person's friend. This is how it works, y'all. This is the art of war. Those that catch it will catch the message if it's meant to be caught. It would be nice to save everybody. It would be nice if we could all male divest. But is that practical? As a matter of fact, it might even be dangerous. Take away all the pussy and see what happens. Take it away. Good luck, sweetheart. Let me know how that works out for you. They would, in my opinion, they would turn their backs on the law. They would take their mask off. Laws, which were mostly made to keep men in check, oh, that would go out the window. Even the judges, the lawyers, all the people in charge of the system, they would turn their back. There would be grape after grape after grape. You would start seeing crazy shit happen on TV. Like break-ins, men dragging women out their house. And all of these males in your family that you think are so good, they wouldn't be able to really help you if a pack of them kicked down the door. He might grab his gun and do the best he can, but eventually those pack of males would win. Okay? They're dangerous. And right now we fucking with their nature. They crying about this little bit of us that are leaving. If we all left, it would be hell on earth. All the laws would go out the window. Don't get me wrong, there would still be laws set in place, but it would be a joke in the courtroom. So now it's getting all the way funky. Now we must realize that these women that want to be with men, they don't consider men a threat. They're blind to the nature of men.
You don't consider them a threat either. You're interviewing them in your house. They're in your house putting up shelves. They're riding around with you in your car. When you give them money, you're offering money for them to come and take care of you for a week and feed you grapes and walk around shirtless. You want a man. You want a man in any capacity. Why you keep talking about where's your money, ho? I'll tell you where your money is. You keep giving it to Tyrone for him to be around you in any capacity.